This is a passage in Baruch that I have been meditating on and thinking about for days on end. And I thought I'd bring it to you guys and let you guys hear it, and maybe we can all come up with something. This is in Baruch, 2nd Baruch 49. Nevertheless, I will again ask from you, O Elohim. Yea, I will ask mercy from him who made all things. In what shape will those live who live in your day? Or how will the splendor of those who are after that time continue? Will they then resume this form of the present and put on these entrammeling members which are now involved in evils and in which evils are consummated? Or will you perchance change these things which have been in the world as also the world? So this is a very interesting question. This individual, this prophet of Yahuwah, is asking Yah. He goes, at the end of time, when we're all dead, what will we come back as? What will we look like? I found this answer very interesting. And he answered and said unto me, Hear Baruch, this word, and write in the remembrance of your heart all that you shall learn. For the earth shall then assuredly restore the dead, which it now receives, in order to preserve them. It shall make no change in their form, but as it is received, so shall it restore them. And as I delivered them unto it, so also shall it raise them. For then it will be necessary to show to the living that the dead have come to life again, and that those who had departed have returned again. And it shall come to pass, when they have severally recognized those whom they now know, then judgment shall grow strong. And those things which before were spoken of shall come. So this is very interesting here. And this is, if you stopped right here, you would go, oh, so when we're dead and we're restored to life at the end times, it looks like we're going to be humans. It looks like we're going to be in the same state that we were. But he states why. Because he says he's going to show the living that the dead were of Yahuwah. That the ones who died who were of Yahuwah will be back. So you might get kind of, it might be kind of, depressing coming back as a straight human. But then things are clarified a little bit more. 51. And it shall come to pass when that appointed day has gone by, that then shall the aspect of those who are condemned be afterwards changed, and the glory of those who are justified. For the aspect of those who now act wickedly shall become worse than it is, as they shall suffer torment. Also, as for the glory of those who have now been justified in my Torah, who have had understanding in their life, and who have planted in their heart the root of wisdom, then their splendor shall be glorified in their changes, and the form of their face shall be turned into the light of their beauty, that they may be able to acquire and receive the world which does not die, which is then promised to them. For over this, above all, shall those who come then lament that they rejected my Torah, and stopped their ears that they might not hear wisdom or receive understanding. When therefore they see those over whom they are now exalted, but who shall then be exalted and glorified more than they shall respectively be transformed, the latter into the splendor of angels, and the former shall yet more waste away in wonder at the visions and in the beholding of the forms. For they shall first behold and afterwards depart to be tormented. But those who have been saved by their works, and to whom the Torah has been now a hope and understanding, an expectation and wisdom, a confidence, shall wonders appear in their time. For they shall behold the world which is now invisible to them, and they shall behold the time which is now hidden from them, and time shall no longer age them. For in the heights of that world shall they dwell, and they shall be made like unto the angels, and be made equal to the stars, and they shall be changed into every form they desire, from beauty into loveliness, and from light into the splendor of glory. And there shall be a spread There shall be spread before them the extents of paradise, and there shall be known to them the beauty of the majesty of the living creatures which are beneath the throne, and all the armies of the angels which are now held fast by my word, lest they should appear and are held fast by a command, that they may stand in their places till their advent comes. Moreover, there shall be excellency in the righteous, surpassing that in the angels. For the first shall receive the last, those whom they were expecting, and the last those of whom they used to hear that they had passed away. For they have been delivered from this world of tribulation and laid down the burden of anguish. For what then have men lost their life, and for what have those who were on earth exchanged their soul? For then they chose not for themselves this time, which beyond the reach of anguish could not pass away. But they chose for themselves that time whose issues are full of lamentations and evil. And they denied the world which ages not those who come into it, and they rejected the time of glory, so that they shall not come to the honor of which I told you before. So those are three very interesting chapters. And it talks tremendously about us coming back at the end. The people who are with the Torah, who have the faith in the Messiah. If you're returned, you're going to look like a human for just a little bit. And it's going to be to shock the living. And when the living are shocked and they see it, then you are transformed into something else. You're on a different level. But these are incredible words, incredible things that could very well happen to us if we are in the laws of God. If you take a look at all of this, this is yet another one of these things. The Christians hate the laws of God without a shadow of a doubt. And right here, and also for the glory of those who have now been justified in my Torah. The Christians will go, there's no such thing as being able to be saved by your works. Well, the end of Revelation talks completely about us being saved by our works of the Torah, as well as our faith in the Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach. Right, salvation will always begin at the cross. That's where we must begin our path. But the path then immediately goes right to the beginning of the book, to where we can learn about the laws, statutes, and commands of our Father, because nothing else in this world matters. Our kids don't matter. Our wife doesn't matter. Nothing matters outside of the laws of God. If we are in the laws of God, then yes, everything else matters, but you must have a priority with the laws of God. But yet you have hundreds of thousands of Christians out there who will tell you that the way of being saved is simply believing in Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, as most people know him. But that's contrary to what the Bible says. There's no prayer at 8 years old that saves you for the rest of your life. It's a walk. It's a long walk, and it's a walk that we must take if we want to be on the kingdom. If we want to ride beside our Messiah and ride beside our Creator, there is a walk, and that walk must be fulfilled by you keeping God's laws, statutes, and commands. That's what the Bible says. Much love. I'm out.